The jury has spoken. Zach Adams found guilty of the murder, rape, and kidnapping of Holly Bobo.
He was the first of 3 suspects to be tried in the murder case. We have team coverage of this emotional day from Holly's hometown of Parsons to Hardin County, where tonight News Channel 5's Chris Conti begins our coverage.
And Chris, it took 6 years to get to today.
And Rory, there are so many people who thought that this might be a day that we would never see. From the moment that Holly disappeared from her home on April 13th, 2011, her parents were on this seemingly interminable quest for justice. But tonight, Dana and Karen Bobo can say with certainty that it was Zachary Rye Adams who kidnapped and killed their little girl all of those years ago. The entire case against him was based solely on circumstantial evidence, but the jury here believed beyond a reasonable doubt that he did it. Just a short time ago, around 4:45 this afternoon, 6 men and 6 women held nothing back. Zach Adams, 33 years old, was found guilty on all 8 charges he was facing. First-degree murder, 2 counts of aggravated kidnapping, first-degree murder through rape, 3 counts of aggravated rape, and that final damning charge that sealed his fate, first-degree premeditated murder, guilty of all charges. At 4:44 this afternoon, jurors filed back into the courtroom here. They had spent 10 hours deliberating the fate of Zach Adams. His mother, Cindy, sat just 2 rows behind him, directly across the courtroom from Karen and Dana Bobo. You could feel the intensity inside that courtroom, physically sense what was at stake. A man's life on the line, a young girl's murder, who it all started with. There have been legal fumbles and delays, too many to count over the years. From the moment Holly's remains were found in 2014, hope that she might still be alive was gone and turned into an intense search for justice. There is not a single person in Holly's hometown of Parsons who hasn't been touched by what happened here. Families on both sides of this case have been torn apart by the nursing student's death. Zach Adams' attorney still, though, maintains that authorities have the wrong man, but this is a fight that tonight she has lost.
I'm afraid the fact that Zach Adams went around high and was saying a lot of inappropriate stuff before he was arrested, that some of that stuff is just stuff you can't get past, and I'm afraid that the jury took a lot of those comments to heart.
There are a lot of different moving pieces still at play here. This trial, in a lot of ways, is not over. Those 6 men and 6 women who handed down that guilty verdict against Zach Adams will now decide whether or not he should face the death penalty. They will be back here in the Hardin County Courthouse at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, where we will begin the sentencing phase of all of this. It will be basically like a mini trial. You will hear from witnesses. You will hear impact statements, witness impact statements, victim impact statements, and other pieces of evidence will be introduced as this juror now decides whether or not Zach should spend the rest of his life in jail or whether he should be put to death. But tonight, we can say with certainty that Zach Adams has been found guilty of the kidnapping and rape of Holly Lynn Bobo all of those years ago. We're live in Hardin County this evening. Chris Conti, News Channel 5.
Chris, thank you, and great work there. Many people are celebrating in Hardin County tonight after the Bobo family is finally getting a taste of justice after 6 long years. News Channel 5's Kimberly Davis explains how not everyone shares that same excitement. Right, Kimberly?
Rory, there has been a lot of emotion expressed this evening. Many drivers are traveling past us, honking their horns. There are other people who have been crying tears of joy. But as you can imagine, the Adams family is dealing with the harsh reality no family ever wants to go through, not sure if their loved one will live or die. Take a look at this video. This was Adams' mother leaving the courthouse just about an hour ago. As you can see, she is just totally devastated after the jury found Adams guilty on all counts. This trial has lasted 2 weeks and it's still not over. When I spoke with people who were in the courtroom, a lot of them are saying they can't imagine what she's going through, knowing that her son's life is on the line. It was a very emotional day for people who were closest to Holly, like her nursing instructor leaving the court. Take a listen to her reaction.
But we do have the right answer. I believe it in all of my heart. I wish that TBI would have done a better job in the beginning, because then we could have put all the naysayers quiet. We would have had more physical evidence if they had followed her path. But we made it.
Now, Adams' mother will find out in the coming days if her son will live or will he be sentenced to death? For now, we are live in Savannah. I'm Kimberly Davis, News Channel 5.
Kimberly, thank you. Tonight, Holly's hometown has been holding out hope for justice for Holly since she disappeared. News Channel 5's Jonquil Newland is live in Parsons with more on how the news of today's verdict is spreading there. Jonquil.
Yeah, good evening, Vicki. You heard in our 5 o'clock broadcast the TBI investigators saying they've been working on this for more than 6 years. Well, folks here in Parsons have been watching everything also for more than 6 years, and I can tell you right now there's a definite sigh of relief in her hometown. Now, we have been here all day today and all day yesterday, and I can tell you while people were watching closing arguments and as the jury began its deliberations, we were talking with folks who knew Holly, who knew her mother Karen, who knew one or more of the people involved in this case. I can also tell you that the big question was whether or not people believed Jason Autry's testimony. Now, the people we spoke to here in Parsons who knew Jason Autry tell us they know his background, however, they believed his testimony, and then they wondered, will the jury feel the same way? Well, as we found out about an hour ago, the jury did feel the same way. Let's take a listen to some of what the people in Parsons had to say.
He's getting what he deserves. May Holly's mother and father finally just relax and be at peace with themselves.
So now it's time for him to be punished for what he did. You know, Holly was a great asset to our community, and everybody loved her. She participated in church, she was going to school, and nobody's life needs to be taken that way.
Now, obviously, here back in Parsons, as soon as you get into the city limits, pink and green ribbons and pink and green signs that read "Justice for Holly" are displayed every couple of feet or every couple of miles, depending on if you're a car. Justice for Holly, that's what the city has been wanting for more than 6 years. Today, they believe they got it. In Parsons, I'm Jonquil Newland, News Channel 5.